to take another walk around my store. A couple of weeks ago I put up a video of the store, just a walk through the store, and it was when I first came back from a winter vacation, and I was talking about showing how the store looked and talking about the things that we needed to do to sort of reset it for spring. So we've done a ton of work, and I wanted to walk around and show off what we've done. So these are the shirt racks, and all that's really happened in here is we've restored our color arrangement. We rack things by color, so it looks a little less, more soothing to the eye. So we've done that. Those are the medium shirts. These are the large, extra large, and small. And as I did that, I pulled out some old ones that needed to go, but there is still quite a bit of winter stuff in here. They just haven't expired yet, and I don't want to put them on the half price rack. But they are all they're gonna filter out, and you'll see like there's more spring things showing up in these racks now. This is a 50% off rack where a lot of the stuff that I pulled ended up. And we usually pull this out onto the sidewalk on nice days. Today it's not that nice, so. Then what I did over here was I took out all the booties. There were booties over here. There were scarves on that ladder thing. And this little bulletin board was full of hats and gloves. So I took all that out, and I just tried to put a lot of colorful handbags and some pretty shoes. More spring-like shoes. Then, because I pulled all these handbags over here, I had a lot more room in the front of my counter to spread things out and just make them look a little nicer. Now they get instantly out of whack, which is fine. That means people are touching them and picking them up, and maybe will buy one. So I'm happy about. I've got no problem with the messy shelf. I just have to keep on top of it. So yeah, so those are the handbags here. Now in this room, in my back room, I rearranged these handbags. I just kind of tried to organize them in more by color. And the other big thing we did in here was we took all of our scarves, we hung them on velvet hangers. Let me get closer. And we again tried to do by color, so from light to dark. And they're all in the same color hangers. And I think it looks much nicer. Before they were all crammed onto this round rack, which is it's a little awkward. And you know, we sell a scarf here and there, but I was hoping this would be like just attractive and people would want to look how many beautiful scarves we have. It would make people want to come and touch, and once they start touching, that's the next step before buying. So not much else has changed in here. My seasonal room is where we'll see bigger changes. So in here, I still have this jewelry thing, but we have all like the younger girl denim shorts on this round rack. We move the belts over here on the side of this white thing. Now we haven't figured out what we're going to do with this white thing. Honestly, I'm sure somebody with a hugely creative brain could figure out a magnificent display for that thing. And I will, but I don't have it yet. We got rid of all the coats, the winter coats in here, and I put all the lighter jackets that are still good for our area. We're going to need jackets until the end of April. So I've got that type of jacket all here. This is like denim jackets, and we have some really cool colorful ones. Vintage ones are in here too. All right, then I've got other kinds of shorts here. These are for, you know, these are shorts that people need. And so we've got this double rack full of shorts, and then this double rack full of capris and jeans that are like cargo pants, lighter weight pants that are great for summer and spring. My dresses are all back there, but we weeded a ton of them out. And I put more bags here on this thing. Actually, this one just sold on eBay, so I'm gonna grab it. This table I have to do more work on. Make a little display there. And the other thing we did is behind this curtain, we had this jumble. If you look, maybe I could cut in some of my footage from the last video. This was just this scary mess of a shelves with like a lot of boxes on them, and it was just a mess. So we got rid of a lot of that. So here's where the purged dresses are. These are all half price right now. And I put some sheer, like little sweaters in the window that you can wear over a bathing suit. And I've got a rack of bathing suits right here. Bathing suits, sundresses, and more bathing suits. And this will fill up. We'll be getting a lot more of this type of thing in shortly. So the big job this week is to get rid of this louver door on which I have homemade earring holders and all earrings. And I thought I was going to love doing this, but it's not uniform looking. So it does not, to me, it doesn't invite close inspection and the follow on, you know, selecting an pair of earrings. And also these, I have necklaces on this side, and there's just not the capacity for a lot of necklaces in here. So the result is, you know, I still have, this is kind of original display from the beginning of my store, this big rack of necklaces. And I try to keep it organized, you know, I try to keep like things together, but it's still really hard. As a shopper, it's really hard to see what's going on in here. It's just so random, and what if you want something? How do you get it out? So, and then these are shorter necklaces on here, and those tags are just overpowering. Like, are there even, what is all this? It's just a clutter. It's just clutter. It just appears like clutter to me. Bracelets. And earrings. This has worked pretty well, actually. We have been selling a ton of earrings from this thing. I bought this display unit at a Goodwill for $5, and then I purchased these white cards. And honestly, we are doing really well with earrings on this. I'm out of rings. I need to buy some rings. Few more bracelets here. So what the plan this week is to get rid of that louver door and replace it with this other unit that I bought. My hope is that it's going to accommodate a lot more, and we'll have all those colored cards will be gone, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see what we end up with. So today Janae and I are going to attempt to unbox and put together our new jewelry display, which is in this box. And then that smaller box is the hooks that go on the jewelry display. We're not sure what we're going to find in here. I ordered this in the end of December, and I haven't unboxed it because I'm afraid of unboxing things. That's a whole other thing. And so first what we're going to do is remove everything from the old jewelry display, and then we're going to open this up and see what we've got and see what the next steps are going to be. So good luck to us. So hi everybody, this is Janae. She's my right hand man, and we're going to strip this unit, and then we're going to get the other new one out and see what we're dealing with. how beautiful.
I put like all the necklaces in like one corner because I don't think.
Yeah, they're just a pile.
Yeah.
All right, well, they'll only be here temporarily, and what we'll do is we're going to take them off all those cards and put them on white cards, and then hook those on the pokey things that come with the unit. So, okay, great. Let's move on then. So we have our pegboard, we think, in a pretty good configuration. We turned the cameras off because we had to figure this out. Oh wait, I keep turning the camera sideways and that messes up everything. So it's empty right now. It doesn't look the way it's gonna look, but we found this upper kitchen cabinet that goes like over a refrigerator, and we use it as a base to bring the piece up high enough so that most of it is shoppable for an average height person. And now we do want to get it a little bit more stabilized against the wall. My husband's going to take care of that for us, hopefully. But what we're going to do is put all the stuff on it, see how we like it, and maybe that'll be it. So here is the final result of our jewelry revamp. All the jewelry, almost all the jewelry in the store is now contained here. And we're very happy with how it came out. Not only because this is easier to shop, but also because it got everything off of our counter. So we have the necklaces, earrings, bracelets, and a couple of little neck displays here, and one little handbag. Now, here's a tip. If anybody buys this unit, what we found was the way the hooks are inserted into the pegboard, they are at an angle. So they angle up from the board, and the earrings were like collapsing together like this. But one of my customers gave me a tip to put a little tiny dot of clear nail polish along each of these hooks, and that gave just enough stopping power to keep these separated. Wasn't that smart of her? I was showing it. She came into shop and I was showing it to her and lamenting that, they were just sliding into each other. And she's like, well, she thought about it and she said, why don't you try that? And I did, and it worked, and I was so thrilled. And thank you for giving me that tip, Debbie. So now, what I want to show quick is what the second benefit of that display is that this counter is now a lot clearer, a lot less cluttered. Because over here, we had these tall racks from which all the earrings hung, and it was just a jumble. I still have this, and whenever I see somebody looking at this, I point out, the new display, so that, it's kind of like a little helper. But we probably will get rid of this eventually. We don't really need this. But right now I want it to have it as a prompt so that I can talk to my customers about the new display. So that's it. on the spring changes that we've made. Actually, we've done a lot more, but for now I'm going to end this video. And thank you so much for watching.